Hello everybody, the Destroyer here. Welcome back to another cast of the RotWK patch 2.2 version 6. This time we're doing a 2v2 on Minhiriath, and I'm live casting this game instead of casting with replay. So we get to observe the lag and everything else in between with them. So that's exciting, of course. And I forgot to turn off my shaders, so we get this nice little fog effect. Excellent. Fuck my life. Oh well. We have our first player, Fabled, who is saying, of course, his Goblins there in the top right. And his ally for this match is King Thranduil is Angmar. In the opposing team, we got TheUndeadKing as Goblins are. And his ally for this match is Saints. It's Elves. And I'm being quoted. Hello everybody and welcome to another cast. Lol. Hilarious. 5.0.1. Wow. It's like they know. They know. I said it right this time. Assholes. That's hilarious. Anyway, I'm being mocked in chat and I can say nothing. Ah, they can't see it. Because I'm observing. Oh well. Anyway, looks like I'm just going to call him Saying for this cast. I guess I'll call him Fabled. What the hell? His name's Fabled there. Although I won't remember, so I'll call him Saying. Pretty sure he's laughing now. Watch us Saying. It's like he's psychic. What the hell? Weird. Alright, well good. And it looks like we got Hall of the King's Men from Thranduil there. Saying is going for Goblins. And of course we have a barracks there. From Saints. And we also have Goblins over here. Is that another Goblin Cave? It is indeed. So he's going for double Goblin Caves. I'm of course observing this match because I've lost every game I played today and I'm furious. So I decided to cast instead. I'll play next match. But I haven't made a video that was really worth recording, so figured I better let someone else do the work for me, and I'll just talk over it a little bit, a little mumbo jumbo here and there, and then make millions off of it, of course, as I do. No, yeah, well, whatever. All right, we have Lorien Archers there coming up from Saints. Good choice to counter some of this Goblin spam. Looks like he's going to creep around here, saying he's going to probably go for this outpost on the bottom. And he's also going to grab this one here, which is very nice. So you can disable the enemy one as well as get the other one, which is great. And it looks like, who's this again? This is Undead. Undead is building Goblins. He sent Goblins to his outpost, so he will see this. Of course, he'll see this because of this as well. And it looks like Sang's decided to take them this tunnel. No, maybe not. More chance going down on those Goblin Warriors, though. And those ones. I think Saying will still be able to take down the outpost. Just because of his positioning, but we'll see. And of course, signifiers are much more useful in this patch. As you'll see, this is the vision range of the signifier in this map. Pretty goddamn big, so that's very useful. So King Thranduil is opted to grab that, which is a good choice, because he'll get power reduction as well as that huge sight radius, so he'll know an enemy's coming from a mile away. Goblin scum, burn them out. I love that line. I just falsely told King Thranduil that a scumbag was a condom. I still think it is, but apparently it's like an unlikable person is what it's supposed to be, like slang for or whatever. I still prefer the condom one, but whatever. And it looks like we got an attack here on the Goblin Cave of Undead. Some thralls have been sent in. But there's a lot of Goblin Archers there. They should be able to bring them down. But the cave still might get taken. Nope, the Thrall Master died. Oh, there's still another one. That might be just enough. He'll knock it down, but he won't live long enough to actually take it out. No way, no how. Looks like the Elves will have to fall back. There's an overwhelming amount of Goblins here. So it looks like he has overextended a bit. He's got a bit of reinforcements, which is good. Also swapping his stance to hold ground stance with his front tanky guys, keeping his back guys, and well, they were aggressive. Usually archers are aggressive, pretty good. These don't need to be an aggressive though against Goblin Warriors because they're gonna one-shot them anyway. Looks like Saints has taken the signifier there as well. So it's doing pretty well. Saints is a newer player to 2.02. He's not super new, but you know he's the newest out of all of us. But I'd say he's probably better than I am, to be honest. Pretty bad. Is this a forward Goblin Cave? What is this? The TheUndeadKing making a Goblin Cave in front of Thranduil's base. That's bold. Bold and daring indeed. It looks like he's being a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of Gundabad warriors here from Thranduil. But he has managed to capture the signal fire. And he's starting to send some guys into the base there. Oh no. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, Sang has this? No, Undead has this, good. So it looks like he kept it alive and he managed to capture it, so that's good on him. That'll help his economy immensely, of course. Allowing Undead to freely flow through the Goblin Warriors. And it looks like Saints will be able to push away the enemy for now. He has a couple battalions of archers to make mincemeat of these guys, especially with guys in front. Oh boy, he could get a nice flank off if he pulls out all these goblins here. Indeed, he's going to go for the flank attack. The pincer move. It's big and real. Oh man, that's going to hurt a bit. And he managed to get some warriors on top of the archers as well. That's not going to go well for Saints' archer line. And I think the elves are going to be a bit massacred here a little bit. Especially if he can keep sending waves and waves of guys over there, which he seems to be doing. Let's go back down here, see what's going on. It looks like Goblin Cave here has been got rid of. There's a wall hub. Clearly to save Thranduil's builder, I'd imagine. Could you make use of the wall if you wanted to as well. Most players, when they build a wall hub to save their hero, they don't actually make use of the wall. Is that a Shelob? We have a Shelob. Shelob's actually really good for killing Gundabad warriors, because she has that trample. She's not great against the pikemen, obviously, but against the warrior spam which he's sending at him, it'd actually be very useful. This might force him into making a bunch of pikes, which in turn will make his goblin spam a little stronger. So it's actually a very strong strategy, I'd say, to go for Shelob there. So nice choice of hero. Usually, most people would not go for that. But when you think about the pros and cons of the situation, I think it's a pretty good option. This Rivendell Lancers got absolutely slayed going through that poison field of blades. And Saint seems to be getting a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of goblins. He's a little in trouble, I think. And by little, I mean probably a lot. Although he's got some guys in the field, so he's okay for now. But that's a lot of goblin warriors, and there's a lot more to come, so that's a thing. Seems we got a bit of lag here. Hopefully that passes. One could only hope. Shelob is not invincible though, so just has to be a little bit careful. We'll zoom in a little bit. It does get rid of a little bit of the fog. So we can see the units a little better. And we have an Azog out in the field. Very nice indeed. Very nice. And Undead is beginning to push back with his heroes and Goblin Archers. Goblin Archers now can use poison arrows on autocast as well, if you weren't aware of that. That was a feature added in 2.02, which is very nice. I believe that works with all arrows cannons from archer guys, like barbed arrows from the Haradrim Archers and black arrows from the Men of Dale. So that's a nice little thing as well. Undead is definitely going to send some aid to his ally if he wants to stay in this game. Otherwise his ally might get overwhelmed here. He's got plenty to send. So let's hope he can get some Goblin Archers over here to help clean up this and help Saints get back on his feet a little bit. Because he seems to be in a bad spot. Lancers are great, but when there's a giant clump like this, the poison blades, when they get slowed down by getting stuck in the inner clump, when they try to trample, they get absolutely destroyed. But if they can stay on the outskirts and kind of do it like that, then they do very well. Because they don't get stuck and they do good trample damage. They can trample one time with ease. Now we have Shelob still alive here. Looks like she's used her fear ability, getting the hell out of there. She literally has no life. Look at that. That life bar is gone. Lucky to get it out of there alive. This Goblin Archer's putting in work though. Killing lots and lots of Rudar Hillmen and such. Oh, nice. They're employing the use of sorcerers, which are still very powerful indeed. Fell strength drains the enemy units of strength. Target enemy units take slight damage, and nearby friendly units gain leadership, essentially. So there you go. It's very strong. So they all have this weird glow on them, like old fireflies moving around there. Saints still have most of his forward barracks, which is good. And it looks like TheUndeadKing has sent some Goblin Archers to help deal with this spam. So that's good as well. Nice teamwork there. 2v2 is about teamwork majority of the time. Sometimes it's just like 1v1 against 1v1 on two sides of the map. But that doesn't make it interesting in my opinion. 2v2 is about how well you can work with your partner to survive and overcome your enemies, I should say. I think, at least. It looks like Sayang is sitting on 4 goblin caves here. This goblin spam is real over here, and he's also got some lumber mills. This map spot is not the best for lumber mills. It's not bad, there's trees everywhere, but considering, like, over here, this map has never been really fair, considering the right side has, like, fewer trees. But it still doesn't. I mean, this is actually a lot of trees, if you think about it. These trees are just bigger. Maybe they're just more obvious, I guess, would be the way to put it. And now King Thranduil's making progress on TheUndeadKing's base here. This could be bad because his army is spread thin. He's got a lot of it over here helping his ally, who seems to be very much back on his feet. Although, there's a lot of Goblin Warriors. But I mean, a Goblin Warrior army against the Elven Warrior army. The Elven Warriors are going to win. And it looks like Scavenger is happening as well. Saints, the Elves, of course, has Elven Wood there, and Rally Call, which is nice. He has 312, 450 command points. We have King Angmar. King Thranduil is Angmar there. He's got his sorcerer still going, which is good. He's got Fellwind, Rally Call. That's not Rally Call. War Chant. 4 power points and 475 to 700, so he's got a pretty good economy there. TheUndeadKing, this player here, the Goblin player, has Wildman and Dunland Summon ready to be used. He's got Shelob as well there. He's got Rally or War Chant, 294 to 675 command points. He's got about 2,000 in the bank as well, so I wonder what he's going for. Got a nice drop on the sorcerers though with that summon. Getting rid of them would be good. And of course Sayang has Scavenger, which I believe works for both people. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how Scavenger works. I'm not sure if it shares between your teammate and you, or is it just you? On 2.02 at least. But and we have 12 power points and 410 of 750 command points, so he's doing pretty well, as you would expect. Goblins get power points very quickly. It's just a thing that happens because they can send out tons of guys to keep in combat pretty much almost constantly. There's a battalion of guys here from Thranduil just chilling out. Should really send those in and attack from the flank. Hopefully Thranduil sees those. Indeed, he has seen the beacon. The beacons have been lit. Ooh, Thranduil lost a builder though. Taking his eye away from the prize. And now he has to fight off the Wildman and Dunland Summon, which should be fairly easy. Somebody's going to draw off, and that would be Sayang. Or Fabled, whatever he wants to go by. I call him Sayang. Because that's what he was. But he can be Fabled if he wants. Just has to let me know. Anyway, we got ourselves a Drogoth on the field, which is going to be huge. Maybe not as much against the Elves, but against Goblins would be amazing. Also, there's not a ton of archers out here, and they're not Mirkwoods. So he could kill majority of them just by swooping down. There are some Goblin archers here as well. And he's going to be smart and get out of there, which is probably wise. And he has Worm Summon. Nice. So he can reposition the worm after it does its fire breath. If the enemy team is lucky, they can move out of the way. Very nice. Azog is here. He's up to level 4, so he gets this great battle rage, which is, of course, 100% damage, 40% armor. It's pretty big. Looks like both goblins still control the outposts down there and there. Who controls the signal fire? Thranduil controls the signal fire, and the elves are about to control that one. It looks like King Thranduil is pushing in once again on the TheUndeadKing's base. Still got some sorcerers in there, which is good. And he's got a Karsh as well. Great choice. Karsh melts away Goblin Warriors. Karsh is like the anti-Goblin. He's so strong. So that's certainly a great hero choice. Always try to go for Karsh if you can against Goblin Warriors. Because he just has to stand there and they die. It's really fantastic. And of course once he levels up, this Whispers of Death is super strong on enemy heroes. It looks like Shelob is going to fall here. She got way too involved with those pikes. Nice drain. Alright, fell strength there as well. Buffing his army in the process. Now King Thranduil is making ground. Making gains. And saying, of course, putting lots and lots of lumber mills across the map. And his allies' base in his own. Which is good. That'll keep his economy absolutely rolling in dough. Jeez, you gotta love goblins, huh? Just so much to play with. So many units. It's like here, we just need a million hordes of units. It looks like he's gone for a flank there, opting not to go directly against the enemy. It looks like UndeadKing has also got himself a Drogoth the Dragonlord. Nice. So now we have a Drogoth for both teams. And Drogoth is going to be very big against King Thranduil because King Thranduil's Angmar does not have any anti-air aside from like 1 battalion of Axlords in here, who seem to be actually doing pretty good damage. There might be at least 2 in there. So actually, I take that back. He needs to get the hell out of there. These are buffed to hell, so he doesn't want to mess with them too much. And of course, Waldar gives a leadership to Thralls. Rudar's Thralls as well, so that'll buff the Axlords. Also, I don't know if on top of it, I don't think leadership stack, of course, but does that buff with Fell Strength with leadership? I have no idea if that works together. Maybe. Maybe not, because it might do the same exact thing. But I don't know. Someone will have to let me know. Citation needed. That's all I'm saying. And now the Dark Iron Forge that Thranduil has set up in the middle will be taken down by the Drogoth the Dragonlord. So he doesn't have to worry about Troll Stone Throwers wrecking his shit. Ah, nice. He's thrown down the Snowbind to keep it safe and allow his Axe Throwers to actually chase off this Drogoth. Nice indeed. Oh man, the Elves are having a tough time, aren't they? So much Goblins. What can Elves do against such reckless Goblin? The answer is not charge that. There's a Wildman Dungeon Summon in the middle of it, though. That could be probably bad for the Wildman. Honestly, that's too many Goblin Warriors for the Wildman of Dungeon Summon to actually do much with. Summoning it in the middle of a horde of Goblins is actually pretty bad, it turns out. Just because their armor is so weak, and Goblin attacks is actually pretty decent. And just the numbers in general. We do have Mountain Giants here for UndeadKing. Of course, they're not going to do very well against his pikes, especially taking flanking damage. He really should turn them around instead of just losing it. Unfortunate loss. And at least he gets the satisfaction of watching it flatten a few guys when it falls. Those guys aren't getting back up. And we have Karsh at level 3. Where is somebody's begun to lag all of a sudden. Hopefully that passes. There we go. Too much gobs. No doubt. Hopefully Saints can deal with that. Kill a few of them off. And there's quite a few. What if we just zoom in? No, it doesn't really help. Somebody's computer can't take the heat. If I had to guess, it'd probably be Thranduil. Just from history. History has taught us much. Whose connection sucks again? Well, hopefully it's not King Thranduil's connection. Because he's doing fairly well. I'd like to see him win this game. Not saying I'm playing any favorites here, but I mean, King Thranduil, if he is doing well, he should deserve the victory. I'm rooting for anyone who can win the game while putting up a good fight. That's all I'm saying. I think Saints is in a lot of trouble here. Undead does have some guys over here helping him out. Will it be enough though? His fort is being surrounded by Goblin Warriors. Could be bad. Very bad indeed. And of course that's in tow is allowing Thranduil to make gains over here in his base. Although his arrow towers are doing quite a bit of damage. So until he can get some siege over here, which he can't really because Drogoth has shut that down, then he's going to have a tough time breaking that Goblin base, I think. Because the arrow tower will tear him to pieces. Out goes the builder. Is he building a Malorn tree? He is indeed. Trying to keep his economy going. He's probably wondering, how the hell do I counter this many Goblin Warriors? And the answer, my friend, is you don't. An eagle would be great. Eagle would counter this pretty hard, although it's pretty expensive. You of course got to get the fortress armor, the eagle's nest, and then get the eagle, which is another 1,000. So it's not cheap by any means. But, of course, against hordes of goblins who have no anti-air abilities, pretty effective. And of course you'd have to watch out for Drogoth. Look at the saying, employing the burrow expansions. I actually checked. The burrows expansions in other patches, like patch 1.08 of BFME2, do not actually increase your command point limit. Check that while I was testing something for stealth. but in 2.02 they do, so that was a thing added in 2.02 to make them more useful. Because otherwise, why would you have a burrows expansion on your fortress? You can build a tunnel right next to it. But that allows a tunnel access and command point cap increase, which makes it useful. And that's something 2.02 of course strives to do, is make everything kind of useful, you know? No obsolete things, which is really admirable. Admirable? That's the word I wanted. Amiable is not quite what I want. Words. English. Do you speak it? Not very well. Ooh, nice. Fire Drake Brood Horde doing massive damage there. Very nice. That's definitely a helpful thing to help counter this. Now the Elves are pushing forward a little bit. So looks like Giants have been recruited. Many a Giant. Half-Troll Swordsman with the blades and also the banner, so they have charge attack. Nice. The charge attack's good. 50% damage, 50% armor. It causes meta impact damage. There he goes, employing it right there. Zoom in a bit. As the miss is a bit hard to see through. Half-Troll Swordsmen are very tanky and very tough, though. Especially with upgrades. They also look very cool. I like the look of Half-Troll Swordsmen quite a bit. They're probably the coolest looking unit for Goblins, I think. In my professional opinion, which isn't professional. I do have an HG texture pack as well for RotWK, so that can look better even more so. Anyway, let's see how things are going at Undead King's base. He's lost a lot of the things around his fortress. King Throne is circling him like a buzzard, waiting for the kill. Of course, he's going to need more troops if he wants to finish him, and he's going to need siege for sure. She is working on. He's also got a Rogash, which also, I don't know if I showed, has a terrifying face. There you go. And now it looks like Sang is pushing forward, making gains here, and I think Saints might be in trouble. He doesn't have much of his allies' troops over here either, because his ally is in trouble as well. And I think this might be getting close to it for the bottom team. Nice long shot there from the Dark Rangers. Getting pretty much every one of those Wildmen. Oh, we got a Balrog. Nice. Okay, Saints is definitely dead. Between the Giants, the Balrog, and the Worm, I think his base is toast. At least he gets to go out in a blaze of glory. There's nothing more glorious than old Balrogo. I can't play battles everywhere. Command. Damn, man. Oh, I thought it was the F word. Yeah. Some people have the profanity filter on their game. Not I. Saints needs some more practice. Well, he is newer. It was said. He's not by no means a pro. I wouldn't have done any better. I would have got overwhelmed, I bet you money. As Elves, I probably would have done worse. But yeah, here we go. Now it looks like Undead will be slowly brutalized here. What did you want me to do against Balrog? Well, against the Balrog, get some Dark Rangers with ice arrows, because apparently those are overpowered as hell. Other than that, you probably just die. That's your option. There's not much to it. But there you go. That was pretty interesting, I think. Much better than if I would have played it, I think, as well. I've been playing really bad today. But I thought that was entertaining. So hopefully you did as well. And I will see you guys in the next cast of the RotWK Patch 2.2 version 6. See you all next time.